everyone, it's Saturday the 5th of February. The time is 8:31 p.m. and the temperature is 28 degrees. We're next to Laubasat, one of the central and fairly iconic food center. It has some pretty lights around the corner here. The plan today is to walk through some of the really nice streets of sort of Chinatown, I guess, and in here in the city. I'm going over to Cecil Street, and I'll walk along some of the streets that sort of go the same direction, parallel. Crisscross my way through Amoy Street and Clarke Street. That's what we'll do today, and have a look. It's a fairly busy evening here in the city, but it is very pleasant. It's been raining during the day, so it's only 28 degrees, and right now it's pretty perfect weather. That's Robinson Road that we're crossing here. Will be along cross street here towards Chinatown. The city, of course, is fairly empty unless you've got restaurants and such. I'll turn around there that we get the nice view of Laubasat. It's very pretty, especially with the buildings at the background. Although that construction site has kind of filled the place that I really, really like here. I really love that view. There's just a tiny stretch that's not so happening at the moment, but once we get towards the street with the shophouses and bars and restaurants, should be a fairly nice walk. I'm turning left to Cecil Street here. Let's cross next to the interim food center. That was very, very close. Not a Saturday evening happening place. More of a lunch spot. I was thinking just some time ago that I don't come into the city enough when it's evening and dark, but I really do love the city views in the dark. So come on, look at that. It's just really cool with all the tall city buildings, although I have to try not to spin around. Apologies for starting out so badly with that. Coming to Bundat Street, but we'll keep going to McCallum, I think. That's where we should be able to make a turn and catch the next side street. So these are the streets that I'm walking towards. Stanley Street and Amoy Street and Clarke Street as well. But I'll crisscross my way to there. A lot of lanterns around, of course, for Chinese New Year. Still ongoing, of course. What is it officially? Something like half a month almost. Must be one of the longest holidays. The city still looked very busy around North Bridge Road. And of course coming into the city center. But quite a few people dining out. Despite the I'm trying to talk over the motorbike. Despite the COVID cases going up again quite significantly in the past couple of days, I think. We'll take McCallum, I think, over to the right. That will take us to probably a little bit busier areas. So we'll leave Cecil Street and I'll turn on to Stanley Street. Oh, the temple has some nice lights on top. I'll get there eventually. This is quite a nice area with the older buildings. That looks nice. Kind of Japanese place, I think. I think they've got quite a few of these around here. The Drunken Farmer. That's an interesting name. Followed by the not so interesting Domino's Pizza. So these places don't have people outside, but they do have a really nice looking inside with people dining. Wonder if I can make my way through here. Probably not some tables blocking the way. And we're back on Bundat Street. I'll do the same kind of loop, just walking through Telok Ayer, just the next street ahead. So follow that one in a similar fashion. The place here is not only doing vegetarian food, but delicious vegetarian food. There's the city view. Wow, this is quite impressive. Well, we'll get a view as we get closer by. So this is still for Chinese New Year, of course. Don't know what's going on here. Maybe a queue for the temple. Does look very, very festive. I think we can probably cross to the other side and have a look. Love the little lanterns. The car is stopping there. Let's go and look at the details. That's really cool. This is such a pretty place, and then with the lanterns it's possible even prettier. I think I'll take a couple of stairs up. And these streets are so pretty because they have the city views at the back as well. I'll have to repeat this walk sometime when it's light. Just to get a better view of all the very beautiful buildings. I've been around here before, but it's always nice to come back. I'll just move to the street level again. Quite a few places still going around here. Places along here are always quite popular, I guess. And the food center is of course already closed by now, but very lively otherwise around here. We'll go over to Amoy Street. This is the temple we saw earlier from the distance, or I at least saw it. It's a very lively crowd at that place in the corner there. We'll turn on to Amoy Street here. Wondering which side to take actually. Might take the other side. Although I might regret that decision soon because it's actually got the restaurants on the other side. We'll take this side. Or the ones that are open seem to be on this side. Well, let's try this side. You can see the buildings on the other side as well, which is a win-win. Really like these lanterns as well. They've got handmade matcha soba. Look at these lanterns and the decorations. Oh, that's really nice.
Okay, my girlfriend will recommend you.
There's the other side of the temple and the paintings on the wall, with a really nice city view at the background as well. No light here, but these lanterns would be pretty spectacular as well, if we could see them. Lots of laughter going on inside the restaurants. So here's the temple and also the wall painting. That's pretty cool. Oh, something's a neon sign on a flying squirrel on the side alley there. Clyde this way. I've never seen that place before. It's quite fun. This is a Korean place, something with kimchi. They've got like tables where you can share. Korean style. So these places are mostly busy on the inside. This is the same place basically. With soju and stuff, as you would expect.
No, we don't touch. Blue, yes, blue. But we don't touch. Chalo. Blue, but we don't touch.
There's the park on the other side. I might actually just venture out on the street for a little bit. I mean, that view is quite wonderful with the park and houses and the city background. That's Boontat Street again. That will take us back to where we were. This place has something sizzling. It's another Korean place, I think. Hidden Secrets of the Universe. Over there. Birds of a Feather bar. And okay. So the restaurants are fairly busy inside, but we're kind of just getting a little peek inside. This is Amoy Alley now. I'll take the next bigger street, but make my way through here. Unless they block me off. I think they have. Well, we'll get there. So we're going towards Clarke Street now. It's another similar area with the bars and restaurants. Not so much clubs as you would imagine it, I guess. Older name. So here's Clarke Street. The start of it is quite, well, a little bit boring on this side. But as we make our way up the hill, it should get busier. I would imagine it does. That's where all the restaurants are anyway. But of course there's a construction site. And no doubt there will be some tall buildings here. Not too, in the not too distant future. There's some fun looking places here as well. But a bit quieter. And someone's having their birthday. So a few places still closed for, I guess, Chinese New Year's as well. I think this is just a residential building, but they have a nice walkway through. And of course there's the pinnacle at the background. It's not super busy. But not empty either. I remember times when these restaurants would kind of spread out to the streets. Pancakes for the people. I think it's really pancakes. There's a burger place. I think right one of these doors over here. So it's not sort of a fine dining. And then a couple of rooftop places. It's quite a fun area. There used to at least be a hidden cocktail bar here as well. That's not marked with obvious signs. It's kind of a basement place though, if it's still there. And this will now bring us to well, I'm tempted to go along the alleyway, but I won't. Tempted though. So this brings us to Southbridge Road and sort of a main part of Chinatown with the lights going across. Even if the cases have been going up, I really miss that sound of people having a good time in a restaurant and just enjoying their evening. And as soon as I get to a good place to do so, I will cross to the other side. I think I'll walk over to Canal Road. And from there maybe over to Clarke Quay. That would be a nice place to end a Saturday evening. Look at the city. And the Indian temple, the Hindu temple is playing some music, I think. They seem to often have things going on Fridays and Saturdays. I think we'll walk around. Yes, the doors to the temple are open. And Chinatown itself looks fairly quiet right now, so I think I'll just continue along to maybe towards Clarke Quay. While we're here, we can have a look at the wall painting. these doors with the writing on them. It's very pretty. So it's about an hour and a half from restaurants and bars closing, so we're not quite at the end of the evening yet. So walk over to North Canal Road and Merchant Road, I think. There's information on steam trams and trolley buses here. That would be quite cool to have. So maybe not the steam. That's maybe just taking it a step too far. I think somewhere in Australia I saw a video where they just had one for tourists to sort of hop on. Let's look back at Chinatown. And I was actually quite surprisingly, this might be really surprising, I was walking around an area that had really, in the evening, had really nice lights with the sort of tall HDB blocks. And I was thinking that would be really a fun one to record as well. Just have to go to an area where you have quite a lot of those buildings. So you're not sort of like just seeing one group of buildings and then kind of just not seeing anything for the next half an hour. So this would also take you to a restaurant area. This is China Place. You could walk that way and end up at Far East Square, which I imagine is not so happening actually today as maybe on Fridays. I did record a video there not too long ago. That ends there is the Chinatown Chinese New Year's video, where you can see a bit of what goes on a Friday evening there. We're coming to Upper Pickering Street and of course Honglim Park. These buildings are quite pretty. And then we have the hotel here with the greenery going all the way up. We'll get a view of that one way or the other. He's just kind of riding his bike and trusting that people will get out of the way. So this is the park rail, but it's not the best view. We've got city views. I'm unfortunately stuck on the side that doesn't have the crossing here. Could have crossed to that side, the left side. Instead, it's going to be a bit of a wait. there's Chinatown. And of course, if we turn right here, we'd be going towards Raffles Place. The park is looking really dark. But I like what they've done with the lights at the hotel. It's really nice. Okay, come on. Don't be a ridiculously long light cycle here. Now it's changing. Finally, here we go. It's the city view. The city view. I guess there are many city views though. We've seen quite a few on this walk already. It's a really pleasant evening. It's kind of I wouldn't go as far as to say cool, but 28, it feels nice. There's no sun at the moment, so it's just a nice breeze going on 28 degrees. It's also very, I think, dry air, which helps. So coming to North Canal Road. And we'll cross Southbridge Road. And I'll make my way towards Merchant Road and then Clarke Quay. There's some lizard going up that building, but unless you're watching that on I think TV, that would be really difficult to spot from the image. You know what, we could take this light now. Across here. And then make our way across once the light changes. Here we go. Places here. Not too busy. But some of them still open. definitely got music on. They seem to have some kind of promotion going on. But then it's just a Saturday night thing to have your bottles lining the street. Who knows? Never been to that place. And we're on Newbridge Road. That's a colourful bus. I noticed some of the buses have on the sort of displays some wishes for Happy Chinese New Year. I wonder if I should have still kept going on. We could go to Merchant Road, like I said. But not through here. Not through here. So we'll keep going. The riverside will take us to the same place just as well. There's also a light and a crossing up ahead. This is just a little bit maybe boring side. Well, it's not too long. You can already see the crossing. The other side is Clarke Quay Central. That's Hong Kong Street. Also home to a well-known cocktail bar. And I'm just going to walk to just behind that bus there where the crossing is, and then get to the riverside and cross over to Clarke Quay. So won't take too long. Oh wow, they got a big luminous sign. Is that? That's not the brand I know, is it? No, it's closed. Weird. I'm so used to that being cosmetics. We got 30 seconds. Made it with time to spare, but stuck here. Oh well. So Newbridge turning into Hill Street, other side of the bridge there. And we can almost see the sort of restaurant and bar area of Clarke Quay. Of course, Clarke Quay Central is in Clarke Quay. The MRT station is right there. So you could say we're in Clarke Quay, but probably if you're meeting someone in Clarke Quay, that would be fairly disappointing. There's a really nice looking place on the corner there. Come on, light. There's only one bus coming. This is where I'll come to catch my bus later on as well. But we're not done yet. There's the city, the background before we go to the riverside. So this is interesting. On the other side, the sort of restaurant and bar side looks quiet. It's just got people just spending time here on this side, which is something that happened before the pandemic as well, but used to be kind of maybe a bit more balanced. Some places are open on the other side as well. We'll have a look there. This has always been a fairly popular spot for people to gather next to Clarke Quay Central. I think people just get something from the ice cream stall there or somewhere and get a drink, soda from somewhere and just sit here. There's a tourist boat coming by. That's the galactic candy one. Kind of a interesting one. Of course, this side has restaurants as well. I'm on my way onto the bridge, and we'll take the bridge to the other side and walk by some of the restaurants there. It's definitely livelier than just a few months back. But Clarke Quay, of course, used to be sort of nightclubs, restaurants that were open quite late. So that won't return for a while yet, I'd imagine. Oh, this place is still here, I think. Is that part of the hotel where you can just sit here by the river and have a glass of something and watch the riverside? I think this is Swiss Hotel, maybe. Maybe there, yeah, I think so. Stairs. It's quite a nice place to sit. I don't think that's been open because it hasn't been very lively here. This bridge used to have people gathering here, and I guess also sort of live musicians and stuff. It's definitely a nice area in the evening with all the lights. Although I've never really understood the structures here above the sort of restaurant area, but oh well, don't have to understand everything. They look like some kind of UFOs, don't they? Someone can tell me what they are if you want, if you have a better idea. On the other side, there are also a couple of restaurants and bars. Oh, they're playing Macarena. Haven't heard that in a while. So I guess as it comes to an hour left, 9:25 p.m. They're kind of getting people to as much of a party mood as you'll get to by 10:30. Yeah, you don't hear that too often anymore. Let's do a quick tour through here. I like what they've done with the sake bottles. The food places here are open again. That's cool to see. And there was a time when it really didn't make any sense for anything to be open here because you couldn't really do the kind of business they do. But yeah, livelier. It's the kind of time when people are getting in the fun they can. So this space is all sort of covered space, even if it rains. You can sit here. It's actually quite fun when it rains. Lots of music around though. We'll see how this goes. With this sort of a final video. So I think Hooters is open. So a lot of places that I haven't seen open for a long, long time, they are back. Although the music place I liked around here, they've moved to Geylang. Of course, you cannot do live music still, so no wonder there's no business around here. Really love the lanterns. And that is Clarke Quay for you on a Saturday evening. I hope you enjoyed this walk from Lobosat through Cecil Street and where did we go? Amoy Street, Clarke Street, all the way to Clarke Quay. And we're coming almost to an hour, so if you watch this video so long, you might want to consider subscribing and seeing more of these videos. But if not, that's okay. Glad to have you. And thank you so much everyone who was coming along for these walks, and also was commenting to me that I got a really nice comment from someone saying, sorry I don't remember your name, that you hope I don't stop doing this because I'm not getting the number of views some others are getting. There's no worry about that. I'll keep looking. So thank you for coming along. And with the views of Marina Bay Sands and the lights on the bridge, I'm going to head towards the bus stop, and I hope I'll see you again soon.